All right, everyone, welcome back to Mr. Cat. I'm sure you all missed this desperately after what a crazy series we had last game. I am so excited to bring you the Moon Duck coverage here. I am Annie, being joined by Mott Pax. We are going to have a lower bracket elimination best of three now. Loser of this match drops out of Mr. Cat forever. That is some high stakes. Trent, how you doing?
I'm really feeling for Warriors Gaming. It's just like, can you imagine if after everything you went through this morning, you then got knocked out? Like, they must be exhausted. Like, playing Dota is brutal. I mean,
Yes.
we've all had those games where you just, like, don't want to play for the rest of the day. That was one of those games. And now these guys have to keep going in a tournament that, you're trying to win some money. Trying to up your brand as a team. Make yourself more desirable to tournaments by being good. Getting yourself some fans.
I mean,
And
I
have to go up
think
against Power Gaming.
I think both these teams deserve some fans here. Power Gaming, we saw them go pull their way through, claw their way through yesterday. They started out in that upper bracket. They went very similar story, actually, to Warriors Gaming. Power Gaming up against Sig Trust yesterday. It was a 2-1 split. The third game was like 72 minutes. So I think Warriors Gaming, they're vibing with Power Gaming on like a spiritual level right now. They know where they've been.
Yeah, pretty much. And at least one thing is, none of these teams really prioritize Drow, so it'll be interesting to see if Warriors want to go for it now, or if they just want to avoid it altogether. And my only concern would be they already have Faces Void for Power Gaming. Yeah, they might Drow. Yeah, because you have to, right? You don't want to give Drow over to a Faces Void team.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just a solid pick all around. Warriors, they've got their drow. They're happy. They're going to be doing what they do. Nana could still go for that Invoker, or could go for a Storm Spirit here. I think that could be a neat way to get back at them. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Haven't quite found the cough button yet, I see. Okay. All right.
That was like half sneeze, half just demon leaving my body. All right.
This would be interesting though, because they don't run a lot of Drow, like compared to everything else on Warriors Gaming. It's like not their, like, I mean, Signature Trust is like every second, like literally every second game, or even a little bit more than that. So I'm not sure how crisp or clean their execution might be from Warriors Gaming, or even what kind of strats they like to run. I definitely agree with like Nana's Invoker. I think that would still be something to go back towards because he's so damn good at that hero. Ooh, that is something to take note of. Elder Titan not banned out in the first phase today, so we finally get him in that glorious wombo combo with Faceless Void.
Yeah, I think that's going to be phenomenal here. Again, so much synergy. Obviously, the Chrono synergy is great, but even just Elder Titan stomping around, post 30 minutes, that natural order is going to wreak havoc on Warriors lineup.
Now we see what other kind of stuff they want to combo up with it too.
Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor. Okay, yeah, that's solid support to go for that. Timber Saw as well. Maybe
Terror Blade.
Terror Blade.
Skywrath Mage.
A dead hero. Now there's the big wombo combo, man. The Sven. I'm gonna take care of him. Even if he can't do too much damage in the Chrono, still a nice little duo to put together. I actually really like the idea of Timber Saw in this game.
Ooh,
even though you have like stun and gust for Power Gaming,
yeah.
I think just Elder Titan Faceless Void.
That could work.
A good hero.
I mean, you run the risk of getting controlled up mid. I mean, if Nana goes for that Invoker, then all of a sudden Timbersaw just gets kind of destroyed in landing phase.
Ah, it's fine. You just get 2 points of reactive armor, 2 points of whirling death. Keep queuing the Invoker. He's still broken. Don't worry, it's okay. But okay. It's all right. We don't have to deal with Nan anyway because he's too busted on Invoker, so they have to ban it.
All right. Well, I mean, he could still go for the Storm Spirit. Again, Drow Storm, crazy synergy. We've seen what it can do last game after, what, like 90 minutes of hard-fought, hot Dota action. Storm Spirit team came out on top.
That is true. Storm Spirit Dota. I mean, Faceless Void good against Storm, but Elder Titan not so much. Harder to lock onto that. So that could be an option here. The Morphling as well was banned out numerous times versus Warriors Gaming, so be interesting to see if they maybe see an opportunity in that, right? Because you can still strength morph through the Chrono. You would have to go for like a Drow mid kind of a thing, but that would still be kind of cool. I don't think they run the two in tandem though, as neat as that would kind of be, but
all right.
More about like the Queen of Pain or something.
I would love the Queen of Pain here. I think she's got a lot of fight potential, but I just worry about her being easily countered, by those BKBs, by, blinks and whatnot, and suddenly she can't catch up to you.
Yeah, it's interesting. These guys, remember we were talking when we had Power Gaming about this whole Magnus thing that they do with like the PA? That was actually against Warriors Gaming, and that was in a JDL match where they went 1-1 against each other in a 2-game series. So Nothing too crazy there. So obviously, I guess we have some pretty evenly matched teams then, which is kind of impressive because Power Gaming is someone who hasn't had like the best run against some of those other top squad teams, right? Like, but clearly they got. I mean, they lost 2-0 to Excretion. They lost 2-0 to the Mongols, but they're training 1-for-1 over in the JDL. So perhaps then have a decent shot here. I'm not sure if anyone ever had the chance for odds, thanks to the, you know, how fast our game had to get going here. Doesn't really look like it. About 27% for Power right now. I would give them. I mean, they just won them guys. So check your history.
I mean, both of these teams got Sig trusted. I think they've kind of. I think that should be a verb now because that is a very specific style of demoralization Dota. But I think these teams are actually a lot more even than people give them credit for. Power Gaming kind of came in as an underdog, but they managed to take a game off Sig Trust very handily, and they put up a hell of a fight for the next two matches. So we've got our Wisp Drow. That makes things a little more difficult though for Power Gaming.
That is exciting. This is only the third time they played Drow or played IO in 3 weeks. And one of the times it wasn't Drow. I'm not sure. The other one, it wasn't Drow either because it was Meepo Tiny. So,
Ugh.
yeah, I know. Don't worry. We don't have to worry about that this time.
Just, please.
But,
my heart can't take that.
like, we've been seeing IO bans in our SEA games, but no IO picks. This is the first one that I've got to see myself, at least what feels like recently. There was, like, one game the Mongols had it.
That was a Wisp Drow as well.
Yeah. So,
rest in peace, Mongols. They're
yeah, exactly.
kicked out of the tournament. Power Game and knocked them down. A very big upset there. A lot of people were rooting for Mongols there. I think there was some rares lost. Either way, we've got Dazzle banned out. Power Gaming take that out. I guess they're fearing that Dazzle Huskar. Do you think that's still a possibility for Warriors Gaming going for the Huskar?
For sure. I mean, they picked an IO. It's like
yeah.
Same plan, really. But the Huskar is still certainly a possibility. It kind of depends on what you're seeing here. We might see like a
Luna.
Now it's definitely possible. Looking on top of a Luna, yes please. I would take that.
And Huskar, a natural BKB builder, so Eclipse gonna be a little bit less potent.
Yeah. The only downside you might say would be the fact that, you know, more physical damage just from the aura to help out against something like a Huskar, but it's not like pure damage or anything. It's no Enchantress or something. So I like it. I don't think they play a lot of Huskar, so I don't know. That'd be kind of interesting. But what other heroes, like they could go for IO Bristleback would be okay.
Yeah, I don't know
So
if
you're not
Bristleback's
taking
going to really be
advantage?
able to like catch up to anyone though. He's going to be kind of slow at first, just hoping that people spray out damage onto him. But Elder
Well,
Titan and Luna,
it's a wombo combo draft though. Like
yeah.
if you actually look at it, there's not like Chrono, Elder Titan. They're actually fighting in a static place every time. So that's why like Bristleback is just so godly in some of those engagements.
I
That
don't
would
know.
be the one bit about it. We'll see though. I mean, IO Tiny again. They ran IO Tiny Meepo. If you're trying to synergize with your Drow though, you know you want those ranged heroes.
I still like the Huskar pick here. I think okay, we're gonna get a Tiny coming out. So IO Tiny combo. Drow just gonna be going and giving IO those little stars, making
Yeah,
those.
Tiny shreds Luna.
Yeah, that's gonna be big. If they can
Her
actually get
HP pool is tiny.
yeah, if you can actually get Avalanche Toss combos on her, then she will not live to see the ground.
She'll have to go like Yasha BKB or something this game, and then that's useless against a Drow realistically, and life gets hard. So they're gonna need some sort of a support to help her out in those kind of situations. And obviously, her best friend, the Shadow Demon, not gonna be in this game. It'll be the Voodoo Restoration. That's kind of surprising. I think it's only because of the Death Ward being so good with the Faces Void and the Elder Titan that they're gonna go for that, because you'd really want something like a False Promise in terms of heroes that are still left in the pool.
I mean, Maledict is going to be good if he wants to max out that. I think it can do a number on the Tiny if Wisp isn't there to be right by his side. Do you think it's going to be... Like, it's going to be Tiny Wisp mid, right? We're not going to see just solo Tiny?
That would be a Tiny Wisp mid, and then probably they were thinking about a Tidehunter off lane, but... Because there's no real range here that can capitalize on it at all, unless they go for like a weird offlane Wind Ranger, which we have seen some
that's what I was
teams
going to
do,
say.
but...
I've seen a lot of offlane Windrunner, actually. It's definitely picked up a lot in the Chinese scene when Drow Ranger strats are picked up. That was more when it's the cheese strat, though, of like you have to pick 5 range heroes with the Drow.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if we're going to see her going full YOLO for that. I mean, we could see something like a Clinks.
I'd just ban Tide, honestly.
Yeah, I would too.
Unless you think Ice is coming in with like offlane Morphling or something.
You know, they're going to ban the Slardar, so Tide's still there for the taken. But no, I don't think we're going to see anything too crazy. I think Warriors They're ready to play some solid Dota. They don't want to get Sig trusted again.
Mirana's a really fantastic band too, just because that burst on Io is sick. They are TA players, but Io Tiny certainly don't want to be TA up against that. The Medusa, that was a good jug. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty standard here. It's gonna be that mid jug up against Io Tiny. How's that gonna fare?
Gonna need some Elder Titan help, but he'll be fine. Just spin away, run away.
Spin away. All right, Warriors Gaming, last pick, offlane Huskar. Let's go. I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing, or should never be a thing.
I think it was anything better than Tidehunter.
I mean, you could go for Bristle, but then again, he's going to spend half his lane as a naked Bristle, not having Io to help him out.
Awful. He would hate his life. The only benefit would be he could, like, theoretically stack Ancients. Like, more like Io would be. Oh, yo! That offlane Magnus? That is weird.
Yes! All right. I love this pick. I think you've got that in power going out. Tiny going to have, like, a free Aghanim Scepter for a little bit. And
I haven't seen offlane Mag in so
I
long.
have seen offlane Mag in, I want to say CIS, like Tier 3 CIS.
I mean, it's definitely a thing. Like, it works. Like, Shockwave's great at last-hitting creeps. You get some decent experience. Kind of scary. Only because, you know, the Elder Titan's going to be mid. I think this is going to be okay. Ask, Lucent Beam. The Skewer, he should be okay.
Wait. DDZ Luna. Mid Luna? Or is it just player
run
swap?
it, but it's probably just going to be a player swap, I would say. I don't think you can do mid Luna even with help. If you run the Witch Doctor mid, maybe you can.
Well,
I mean, mid Luna's popped up. I forget who was running it. Someone ran it recently. It went really well.
I mean, that could be a possibility. We'll see as we're going to stock up her items. I mean, she's going to need babysitting. I don't think she can full YOLO it. I believe Jacko's a little bit more comfortable on the safe lane jug. Like, I think I've seen him run that before. So if this is going to be safe lane jug, we got ourselves a mid Luna. And Wen going to be on that off lane mag. All right, I'm genuinely excited for this. I always want to fly solo.
Wen. All right, speaking of CIS.
Yeah.
We beat Afu. Ha ha ha.
Aww. These guys. It seems like they're like decent friends, and it sucks that one of them has to like kick off the other team. Like none of these teams can't both make it through to the grand finals of Mr. Cat, unfortunately.
Someday we'll have like a 5-team grand final, you know, when the technology's there. And we just lie here and wait. So when Dota, interesting. Again, because this whole like empower thing, levels are the most important thing, and with just Skewer, he should be relatively okay. Banzun.
Banshun.
Banjuan.
I don't.
Banjuan.
We're butchering a language here, Montpax.
That's what always happens.
All right, I think we are ready to go. I've seen like 30 of these techies effigies with like the dude all up in the air.
Yeah, same here.
Wow, that Storm effigy has some serious color palette issues. All right, back into the game.
Storm is coming.
Are you all right, Montpax?
I'm reading it. It says Storm is coming.
Oh. Oh, I like this this morphling effigy. I've seen a couple like it.
Is it the bendy one that's all ugly?
Sexy Ass by Nana. All right. And
Found it. Where the hell is it?
What? It's Dire.
Oh, yeah, the cloud. That's pretty good.
All right, I think we're ready to get on into the action here. Everyone has resumed. Dota going to be starting now. Again, lower bracket, best of 3. This is game number 1. Moonduck coverage, Mr. Cat, Twitch.tv, any other sponsors you can think of. I'm so excited for this. All right, we've got Elder Titan going. He's got himself a little ward. We'll see if he wants to rotate and place it. If he wants to hold on to that. Luna. Well, she's got herself a Salve and a Wraith Band, so it's looking awful like a mid Luna. Jacko buys himself 8 tangos.
You know why I'm drawing up here? Drawing up here because I'm shocked they're not blocking this camp.
What are you doing now?
They should be blocking this camp with a sentry. I mean, off lane Meg, like, the only way he can't contest, like, this far down. So the second the wave pushes past here, he has no choice but to go back and Iron Talon this jungle camp. Like, there's no way he's gonna do anything else. And they have the vision, which is great, so it's gonna help the other Titan to go and like contest it, and maybe that'll be enough. But at the same time, he could just sentry it, and then what's he gonna do? He can't like straight jungle. That is not gonna be the play for a Magnus. I mean, it can, but it's gonna be like much slower than this kind of jungle coming back and leeching at the tower kind of deal, right?
Ban Shuang. That's probably someone's name. There's hearts going out. Dire. They seem so friendly.
And this Witch Doctor's gonna have to put in work in the mid lane.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, runes coming out, 1-1 split. Man, I think this Nana Io Tiny that's gonna be terrifying for anyone to go up against, let alone a mid Luna. I mean, she's got the range advantage, yeah, but I think she can just get dropped a couple of times.
Yeah, barely. Like, Luna's so that tiny little range gonna be hurting her a lot in this game, and nice ward too. They'll probably find that.
Magnus. All right, we got a 1v1.
All right, who needs a sentry?
Just literally everyone
he actually got one. Okay,
keeping each other up. This is not going to end well for anyone. All right, they're going away.
Get back in! He got back in! He blocked it! Oh, what a player.
Oh, what? Fly Solo, you're fantastic.
Over there. Will he go back in sentry is the question. I think he won't.
Now, Io going to be helping out that Tiny. He's going to pop the Avalanche, connects onto both, but Nana still in some serious trouble. Did they have the Lucent Beam? No. They went for the Lunar Blessing first, so Nana eats himself up a tree, should be able to regen with that Wisp. One more hit would have been his demise. So DDZ, unfortunately, not able to find that. Has to contest with this Io Tiny just a little bit more. Meanwhile, up top, we do have that Faceless Void coming in up against a Drow Ranger Venge. That is a yucky lane. And down bottom, Mag having to deal with the raw blade of a Juggernaut and the big old stapler of the Elder Titan.
Yeah, MTR's been doing a really good job up here so far. Already trading really effectively with his Jeet. And he now has that poor man's shield up, though, and making sure he gets as much experience as possible. Mid lane, this will go relatively well, just because of that aura, right? And how good it is on Witch Doctor and Luna, and they can actually try and harass down this Wisp as much as possible. Like, Witch Doctor has a great animation.
Cast coming around. Do they have the raw right-click damage? One more hit.
Ooh,
Would have done it. Man, this Luna really wants that Lucent Beam. She's got to get that vision, though.
I think Luna didn't think he was going to have the range for the cast. Though he didn't have.
Toss back under the tower. This could be huge. The Lucent Beam coming out. Can they actually get the Wisp down? Oh, first blood goes the way of Tiny. Is able to get the toss onto the Luna. Very, very nice toss. A nice reaction there from the Io, using every bit of regen he had, so he wouldn't be going down
he's
first.
He's gonna get the rune too.
Oh, this is neat. And fill up his bottle already. Oh, I like this play a lot. Gonna have to break the tether, so Tiny on his own for a couple of seconds. Now there could be a stun up here. Vengeful Spirit, she's got that Wave of Terror. Just to combo it up with the missile. She's fresh out of mana. And now she's just going to have to take a couple of right clicks, and Faceless Void will be completely fine, able to go and time walk off some of that damage.
Yeah, now Wen being forced back home. Already used all his tangos, just contesting down to the bottom lane, and that sentry now gets placed. So wisely waits a little while, helping to use this vision, make sure he's going to get the maximum use out of said sentry.
Alright, another Avalanche here, another toss back under tower. Luna could be in some trouble, has that Lucent Beam, gonna connect onto Afu. There will be a cask bouncing, but not gonna connect.
Get back in the tower range?
One more hit. Spirits, go big, go home. Okay, it's gonna be going.
Oh, that's so close.
No, not gonna break the self. And now Afu in a little bit of trouble, gonna take one last hit from the Witch Doctor, but should be able to get back and bottle up and feel nice and healthy. Meanwhile, down bottom, we've kind of skipped over a lot of what's going down here. As Magnus getting a decent amount of last hits. He's got himself 4, but Elder Titan doing a good job keeping him back while Juggernaut's getting some nice free farm. 19 hits already on that Juggernaut.
Yeah, 4 without even having Shockwave. That's pretty impressive, honestly.
Alright, Io goes and YOLOs to a neutral creep. There will be a leap down. Faceless Void taking a lot of damage up top, but not going to be going down just yet. Now Tiny's all alone here. His Wisp is still away for 10 more seconds, and Luna knows this. Maybe wanted to get some more harass on him, but not going to be successful, just going and getting some farm. In terms of the last hit battle, Luna slightly behind the Tiny. Again, Tiny's just been able to exert himself a little bit farther out, courtesy of that Wisp combination.
Yeah, just non-stop spam. Look at that. Comes back in, fully healed, doesn't have to use a bottle charge thanks to Fountain Aura. Just fantastic. And has a time. Now 10 seconds left. They're starting to secure up this top rune spot once again. That
Faceless
means
Void.
I'll get a bottle.
He's trying to man up here. He's got himself that time walk, but one more missile could spell his demise. Too bad Vengeful Spirit's been having some mana problems all game. Now Wen going in, trying to get what he can, but double damage Elder Titan. That might be an actual issue here. Magnus, he's super slow, got no shoes. The brown boots from Elder Titan. This could be a kill coming out. Wen, he's got himself that skewer. Gonna be throwing him into the Ancient Pit.
Yo, what a play!
The neutrals get him
only
down.
That worked.
But Wen
only
still
he got the kill.
Wen still gets him out of lane. I mean, that's the big thing. And there was no time for Titan to react. He didn't buy out or anything. Avalanche in. Can they actually get the toss back on DDZ? They do. They throw him under tower. He's going to take one shot, two shot, but Cask bouncing around holds the Wisp in place for now. Luna should be able to get out safely. She's got her Lucent Beam in 1 second. I don't think they can go for this kill. Afu, though, is going back up. There will be a stomp here. Afu in some actual trouble. Will be able to go and tether back to his buddy. So this unit is just so survivable.
I'm really surprised Nana didn't chase that, to be honest. Like, he has treads. He could, like, he could have just beat her to death, honestly. Like, just fall her into the trees. But anyway. Action mid and top, but mid will be the one they die.
Oh, no, I guessed the wrong one. No!
Oh, where's the skewer mid?
Yeah, I got this one. All right. Toss back up. The creep slams back down, but Witch Doctor's still alive. Now they're going to be chasing down Fly Solo. Wen has to give that up, as there will be creeps eaten up left and right. Look at this Empower. Tiny little rock man able to hit so gosh darn hard. Now Lucent Beam comes back out as DDC comes back in full health, full mana. Oh man, that ranged creep. Never knew it was coming to him.
A bit of a kind of quiet game, honestly, so far. Like 5.5 minutes in, only 3 kills. I would have expected more out of this mid lane, but Luna dying twice, as one would think. Just so many heroes that you send up against this. Like, there's Puck, Queen of Pain, Viper, Bristleback. Those are like the only 4 heroes that you think of to send up against this like mid-IO Tiny, and then otherwise you do need some assistance for sure. But those assistance heroes, they definitely are usually ranged in terms of like your main hero. So like it's gonna be a Luna and then the help from the Witch Doctor. But that small range of DDZ is just killing him because it allows that quick jump from the tether. That sudden burst of speed. Nana is always gonna get the toss off on top of you every single time.
Top
like,
lane.
even just from an avalanche.
This could be huge
That's
here.
a
You got
really
the
nice
smoke
bait.
up. Smoke gonna pop. They will push pop out the solo cast, but they get the Maledict off. They should have the stomp as well. Zaki not gonna get caught up. There will be a big silence up from the Drow Ranger. In fact, everything turning back in favor of the Dire as they bring in the Wisp. That's gonna be a bunch of damage coming down. They get the Witch Doctor. They might lose the Drow Ranger here, but she's gonna get healed up. Wisp, change your tether here. You need some help. As all right, they're looking for more. They will be able to get down Fly Solo. And now they're looking for more here. Faceless Void, he's got 8 seconds to the leap, will take a stun, and that's going to be another chunk of damage. Now down bottom, Magnus was killed off by the Juggernaut, or by the Luna. But still...
Got it. Jug got the kill. Oh, then he died too. And Magnus got the kill on him, but after he died. Okay.
So
So no experience then for Wen.
All of a sudden, Blood, nice gust, cancels out the stomp. That means Elder Titan has a bit of a tougher time getting this locked down, just getting a little bit of damage at the odd shape, but again, nothing set in stone right now. Unity are looking good, but like we have seen before, absolutely anything can happen late game.
Yeah, and although he's not on top of the last 6, he is on top of the net worth right now for Nana. Just ready to completely take over this mid game. 1,500 gold. Well on his way to this Blink Dagger, and this is a really good game for it too. Immediately going to be able to blow up the Witch Doctor and the Luna. And the fact that it's one of the core heroes that is just so squishy and so easy to kill is just... Like, I see Luna and I just instantly start thinking about Tiny. And it's such a good hero up against her.
Oh, Avalanche unfortunately not going to clip Jacko there, but we did see him get chunked down pretty heavily. That was just one Avatos combo, but Jacko getting no time to react now. Toss coming in, beat bopping down, but speaking of beat bopping, we got the cast bounce, and Maledict going to be slightly off the mark, going to get the stomp off. Looks like Nana going to dodge it out as well as the Wisp, but Nana just walking back down to the low ground, and nothing else comes of this. They rotate in the Elder Titan, but can't really find anything off the back of that. Nana, he's speedy. Can they actually try to get the chase on the Titan? He's got himself an Avalanche.
He is dead.
It will connect. I don't think he's dead. They don't go back in for the toss.
Yeah, I think Nana goofed because he was on the stairs, so he couldn't get the right walk. Because he wanted to toss him back over to Zaki, so he like tried to right-click him, but because he's body blocking, you get like pathed over this way. So you have to like click right below him. I'm like 90% sure that's what just happened because that should have been a kill. Either way, it's not the worst thing in the world, honestly.
Now mid
Nana's
lane.
almost up. Oh yeah.
They're going back in. I mean, you've got this Witch Doctor saying, like, team, can I go? I've got Cask, I want to go. Now spin away. They will dodge out the avalanche damage. In fact, Nana could be in some trouble here. They've got the Cask if they need it. They got the Maledict as well. The Cask comes out, stuns in place for a brief second. And that's going to be the Omni Slash expended. Does get down the Tiny. Afu might be next on the menu. They've got nothing else to go on him. Just some Voodoo Restoration to keep the Witch Doctor nice and healthy. But they defend the tower overall, and they pick off that pesky Tiny. Now over here, Magnus going to be going down. Should be able to get a couple of creeps here just in the river, pulling him back on through. And he's got himself Arcane Boots if that's the route he's going for.
Dire's top tower
Yeah, more than
is
likely.
under attack.
That was a nice little play too. Just Like, Nana, you can see why. He didn't want to go back into the tower because there was just one hit creeping him and it would have been the guaranteed bounce. The only real play would have been, like, tether in, hope you share the bounce enough that you both get out. So instead he went for the long wrap around and Omni Slash too strong will go down.
Alright, so looks like overall, Radiant are comfortable with the rotations. They're keeping Elder Titan mobile. He's got himself his Soul Ring recipe, so it looks like he's going to be going for a little bit more regen. Now mid lane, they could go for a nice Spirit Stomp here. That could be big. The tower, though, it's going down. Stomp does not connect onto Afu, and it looks like Nana just getting free reign to roam about Radiant's territory. They do get the Avalanche off, but Blade Fury is going to be there. In fact, Nana may have overcommitted here just a little bit, going to get punched up by the Titan. They may actually turn things out of the Titan, tossing him up, slamming him down. He's going to be going for the Stomp. It's going to juke out. Do they have the Spirits here? Wisp. They need one more hit. The Avalanche, 4 seconds. Can they actually get this off? Oh, the toss is not going to be there. They get the Avalanche here onto Jacko. They get the toss up. They should have this kill. One more hit will be enough. Io getting the credit for that one, finding himself his first kill of the game.
And that's now 2,158 gold. Oh, Nana. Give me that blink. And what does he have? DZ has the bracer. He's getting ready for it. He knows what's coming.
He knows it's about to get a lot more difficult to live up against this Tiny.
And they have, DZ. Spooky, spooky Luna.
Yeah.
Has Eclipse.
Yeah, it's all right.
There's too many heroes now, though.
It's so many. The RP? Okay.
That's worth it.
That's definitely
like
worth. But DDZ, does she just unleash the beast? They go in. The Witch Doctor drops it down. The cask is going. There's the lucid beams coming out from the sky. And finally, they are able to get the kill onto the Magnus. Nana, though, he's completely fine. Does he actually look to re-engage on this? He does. He wants to drop the Luna like it's hot. And like you mentioned, that low HP pool means it's very easy to get those return kills. So Bloodbath going every which way. But in the end, I guess a 1 for 2 does end up favoring Unity just a little bit.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's good, though.
Yeah, level 2 in power so early on, and making sure you got another Nana, too. Really well played. Did you know that Wen's actually skipping the Arcanes, which is kind of funny because he would have lived if he had them, but going straight for the Blink, just like really wants that early impact of the RP. It's kind of interesting. Not something you see too often.
Dry Ranger
But he's
should
going to be
able.
like... Oh, well, he's just gonna be like, they're gonna come to towers, and he's just gonna like blink in and be like a threat. Like he might not have an RP, but he'll just like walk around.
Yeah.
Let them just zone out this whole map. God, Nana's so rich. Holy shit, that is insane. He just bought blink. Look at it. He's 1,500 gold. What?
Are you okay,
That's
Modpax?
actually insane. That like, what? That's so much gold all of a sudden. His GPM in the last minute is like 3K. Like 30 seconds, and he's so rich.
He's well farmed little Tiny. So does he go for like Ags next, or does he stop for Echo Saber, or what's happening?
Echo Saber. I hope so. I love Echo Saber Tiny.
I mean, he's also got his Magnus to give him power, so Ags isn't exactly a super crucial item. Do you think we're gonna see Magnus Ags at all, or is that just pipe dreams?
That's pipe dreams.
Oh.
For sure, especially at the offlane role.
I mean, they've got a Drow Ranger, so Drow can just kind of spray her damage everywhere. But yeah, I think that's a little bit too crazy. I think you gotta get Magnus's core items, gotta get him his arcane booties and blink and force and refresher, and if he's suddenly got 4,200 gold on top of that, then Ags is neat, but it's not core.
I mean, if we go 90 minutes,
oh yeah.
there will be an Aghanim Scepter. That is for sure. And wow, blink too. Cool. Really cool. I hadn't build here. It's interesting though. Just because like he has such low mana costs though in the shockwave, like it's amazing that it stays at 90. It's like the best part about playing Magnus. So this is definitely feasible. It just really shows like how much pressure they're putting on this RP though.
Oh, Faceless Void is going to be in some trouble. He has his Chrono, but I don't think he's going to get a chance to react. Yeah, that's an alley-oop. Literally like tossed up. His corpse hits the ground, but it is just a lifeless purple body.
God. Nana. And this Drow, they're just like farming so fast. It's actually insane.
I mean, never
They're so rich.
underestimate a Luna.
I am underestimating a Luna. DZ is not farming fast enough.
I don't know. I think she's got this.
This is like Dunzo. Game is like over. I would say there's like a 15% chance that Power Gaming can pull this one back. And it's going to come on the back of some big plays by Fly Solo.
Alright.
Set up for everyone.
Juggernaut, he's
Chronos.
spinning away, but that's just... Oh my gosh, he is hitting so hard. He's hitting for like 300 damage. He's got 3k gold on top of Blink Treads at 14 minutes. Now down here, we are going to have Luna getting frost shotted up. She has her Eclipse, but she's not going to live to cast it. I think this is going to be nice and early. You got the Venge swap coming in. There's the relocate coming through. The RP connects, and then we'll be able to get the Witch Doctor down as well. The Elder Titan gets a nice 3-man stomp, but there's really not a whole lot of follow-up on top of that. Suddenly the tier 2 is down. Nana, no hesitation, goes straight for the tier 3. And now they're bringing the siege creep there, so backdoor protection no longer an issue. 4 to 5 popped out. Nana does have to get back and heal a little bit. They're waiting on the Wisp to come back through, but Wisp jungling up, doing Wisp things. Whatever you'd like to do.
Might be time to bail out of here.
Yeah, I think this might be time. We've seen Warriors Gaming unfortunately push their advantage a little bit too much and overstay their welcome and get too cocky, and Sig Trust capitalized on that earlier. I think they're a little bit traumatized by that, so they are going to back off.
Honestly, he's at 3.5k. He really can just totally skip Echo Saber. Like, they're so squishy, and he does so much damage with his Empower that Echo Saber is like, maybe you can just go straight for the Aghanim Scepter and really stack it up. I would also be okay with a straight Moonshard. I would be okay with an Assault Cuirass rush just because of the way this game's going and what they're doing.
Speaking of what they're doing,
any of those items.
We could have
Are they getting chronoed? That will be the question.
We could have a neat little engage here. We haven't actually seen a chrono. There's a smoke. Immediate break, but blink away from the tiny. Oh, Radiant. Those poor little
them's the
puppies.
breaks.
Yeah, that's just harsh. They've got the swap ready.
They have the swap, yeah, so he can just like YOLO in.
Stomp comes through. They get the chrono. They actually get Nana in the chrono. Can they swap him out? Venge just books it out of there. Oh, the relocate out! They get the relocate! They're looking for the Vengeful Spirit here. She's buying herself some time, but the relocate comes back on through. Looks like they are going to focus this down. Do they bring back the Tiny? Do they look to fight this? In the back lines, Drow Ranger takes back. Oh my lord. They are going to go through. They look at time dilated. They bring in Wen on the back lines. They still have Ajit still fighting. Got the Frost Arrows. Toss up onto the Luna. She's still alive. She has no chance to react though. Going to get slapped down. Oh, her poor little kitty cat. All of a sudden, there's only 2 survivors on the side of Power Gaming, and Warriors Gaming Unity lose nothing for that. Ah, Fu, with the Wisp plays out of his mind. I thought for sure Nana was dead there.
Yeah, that was a really nice save. I couldn't quite tell. It looked like it was super close to having the range on the swap. But yeah, again, just having the relocate there instead. Big plays. The Wen now has RP back online. It was on cooldown for that fight, so pressure this tower. Age is still up here on the Jeet.
Yeah, Age is...
That will be much longer. A minute.
It's now 3k more gold on that Drow Ranger after picking up a casual Yasha, Aquila, Treads, and Dragonlance at 16 minutes. I mean, this Drow would be farmed if she didn't have 3k gold right now, but on top of this, she's got a full item coming her way.
Wait, where's the rest of that? The Point Booster's not on there. Someone stole the courier.
Oh. Alright, Stomp coming in. We'll connect onto the Magnus, but when? Oh, he's ready. He's got himself a Blink RP, and he wants to show it off. Look at this Rax just melt. There's nothing Power can do. They don't have their Eclipse. They've got, like, no right-click damage. Their Juggernaut is such a huge source of damage, but he's hitting like a pansy right now. He's got himself that Battle Fury, but it's not enough right now. Cleave is not going to win him this game. That's a farming item, and there's no time for farm, as all of a sudden Unity take over all of the Radiant jungle.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think he needed Battle Fury this game to like split push and everything like that, just because of the way that their lineup works and try and be that hard hitter that can kind of like time up with this Luna. But the fact that you have Tiny and you have RP and you have Swap, you have 3 people that can break the spin TP, either just through toss or obviously through RP and Swap. He doesn't have that freedom that you see from so many of these Juggernaut picks, and why the hero can be so good and just like total game winning in situations where maybe you shouldn't have won just by splitting the map so much and gaining farm out of nowhere. The hard knock life.
Alright, so Tiny finally has his Aghanim Scepter, 1,000 gold on top of it now. Roshan gonna be up, not quite sure. Still got some time till we see the exact spawn time, but...
Oh my god, look at those Ancients. He just 4-shot them.
Oh my, those Thunder Hides, dude. That's cruel. No, he picks up a Hyperstone. Does he go for the AC here, or is that just Moonshard Tiny?
It'll be AC. Good on Tiny, but you always want that casual Moonshard first, like the well, it's not really casual, but you just pick it up first as soon as you can. Obviously, it's like the best item ever on Tiny.
I mean,
so
yeah,
cost efficient.
He hits hard, he hits fast, and well, Magnus. Oh, he's got himself 2k gold, picks himself up the makings of a Force Staff. He should have that very soon. Smoke up from the Radiant though. They've got that Omni level 2 on the Juggernaut, looking to debut it. Let's see if they're able to actually go through. This could be an awesome initiation for the Radiant, but Like we said, they were so reliant on wombo combos. If Void gets killed before the chrono, oh, and they bring in Nana. They're going to blink away. They will get the stun here onto Afu. Earth Splitter dropped out. They may actually have to just abandon ship on the Wisp here. I think that's going to be a sacrificial lamb. Wisp, do you have the tether? Oh, going to get stunned up there. Swap back.
Swap down.
Vengeful Spirit. Zaki trying to man fight this out. Goes for the TP. There is going to be an avalanche toss. They get down the Void. All of a sudden, Omni Slash will take out the Vengeful Spirit, but she gives her life to a better cause here as they're looking for more. The RP coming back in. Oh my god. He hits for like 600 a pop. Oh.
He has plus 322.
Oh.
Nice. Excellent. Nana is one with Dota 2 right now.
The memes.
Like, go buy a Moonshard, honestly, and just like go throne with Moonshard DD right now. I'm sure that's the play. Like send Io to go buy it or something. I don't know.
Well, this is a different game from last game, I'll tell you that.
That's really nice of them to help us catch up and get on schedule, honestly.
We are like an hour behind schedule, or we were, and now we are right back on track as there is going to be a deep dive. Tiny, no remorse for his crimes. 9, 1, and 6. He is close to going godlike right here as this Rax just gets completely mopped to the floor. And there's nothing anyone can do about it on Power Gaming. 6-21 is the kill score. Overall net worth is it's looking solid for Unity, I'd say.
Yeah, it's okay, I'd say. Yeah, I don't know. It's 20k. It's like 1k gold lead. You know, 1k GPM. Is that all right at 20 minutes? I think that's good, right?
Does Tiny have a 1k GPM yet?
I don't think so. He's rocking 672. Ajit is still ahead of him. Like, he's farming like a machine too. He's been doing an excellent job around the map.
Oh god, I gotta sneeze again. I can't find my mute button.
Okay, just just do it far away. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Oh, Witch Doctor! That is some cruel and unusual punishment right there. That small child just gets ripped apart, drawn and quartered.
Easy Dotka.
I mean, you love to watch
That's what
these
it
kind of
comes down
games,
to.
but Power Gaming have to go back into the second game. And
I know, that's hard.
How demoralizing is that? I mean, this got to feel great for Unity, though, coming out of like an 80, 90-minute fest where they just could not break high ground, and finally they get 2-1 by Sig Trust. Now they're able to go through and exert pressure like this. They've got to have the confidence back, which is great. I think if
Yeah,
they...
pretty cool they're running this Magnus versus like Power Gaming, someone who's been doing it themselves. A little bit of a unique hero.
Oh, RP here, DDZ. Oh, Lord, that looks like it hurts. That's probably going to be the GG as Luna has no more buyback. The GG called out game number 1, 21 minutes. Quick, painless, rip the band-aid off. And Warriors Gaming Unity are looking like they're shaping up to continue their run here in Mr. Cat. Power Gaming, well, next game they've got to bring it home or they will be saying goodbye to Mr. Cat and what, like the $10,000 prize? I forget what the grand prize is here.
Yeah, 5k first place.
All
so
right.
10,000 prize pools. So, man, that was some sexy Magnus play. After that rough lane stage, and Tiny just so solid. Everyone's solid this game, honestly.
I think we can both say that after a very rough first series, we both feel empowered by watching that Magnus.
Excellently done.
All right. So we hope you guys are enjoying the Moon Duck coverage of Mr. Cat. This is a best of 3 series. Game 1 goes the way of Warriors. We're going to see if Power Gaming can bring it home for game number 2. Stick around. I'm Annie. That's Mottpax. See you guys soon.